All right, everyone. So today we're diving deep into a story that's got everyone talking. And it all starts with Real Madrid's defense. Well, more specifically, their right-back situation. It all kicked off during that crazy La Liga match, the one Real Madrid versus Villarreal, when Real Madrid's star defender, Dani Carvajal, went down. And it wasn't just any injury. We're talking a triple knee ligament rupture.
Yeah, brutal. Absolutely brutal. It's every footballer's nightmare. That kind of injury, that's season over right there.
Yeah.
Carvajal himself, he even confirmed it on his social media, out for the count.
And here's where things get really interesting. Almost immediately after this news breaks, Real Madrid drops another bombshell. They're extending Carvajal's contract to 2026.
Wow.
Yeah.
With that injury.
Yeah, with that injury.
You got to wonder what's going on in their heads.
Exactly.
On the surface, you could say, it's a power move, right?
Yeah.
Showing massive faith in Carvajal, recognizing his loyalty, everything he's given the club.
12 seasons.
Yeah, 12 seasons. The guy's a legend at the Benarbeu.
Absolutely.
Real Madrid even called him that in their statement, a legend.
Rightfully so.
But still, handing out a contract extension after a career-threatening injury, it does make you think twice.
Exactly.
Are they trying to protect his value, even though he's sidelined?
Yeah.
I'm sending a message. He's still our guy, even if he can't lace up his boots right now.
Fascinating, isn't it? The business side of football, always lurking beneath the surface.
Always.
We can't talk about Real Madrid's right-back situation without mentioning shall we say, the English elephant in the room.
Oh, here we go.
The Trent Alexander-Arnold rumors. I swear, the internet almost broke when that Carvajal news hit. Everyone and their grandma was connecting the dots to Alexander-Arnold. Real Madrid's got to make a move for him now, right?
And honestly, they're not completely off the mark. This isn't some outlandish fan theory. Alexander-Arnold has been on their radar for a while now. We're talking long-term target here. We've seen it in reports, heard it from reliable sources.
Okay, so there's genuine interest there. But how genuine are we talking? Are they just keeping their options open, or are they about to pull out all the stops to get him?
Million-dollar question, for sure. Some reports, they're saying Real's playing the waiting game, seeing how things pan out. Others, though, they're claiming Real's ready to throw their hat in the ring come January. And they're suggesting a bold move, like a 10 million bid. Bold.
10 million, I know, right?
For Alexander-Arnold, for a player of his caliber.
It just seems surprisingly low.
It does, doesn't it? We've seen valuations floating around, putting him closer to 70 million.
Exactly.
But, and this is where it gets spicy, Alexander-Arnold's contract with Liverpool, it expires in 2025. January hits, he's free to chat with whoever he wants outside of England.
So maybe Real Madrid figures they can swoop in and snag him on a steal. But come on, Liverpool wouldn't just let him walk, especially mid-season, right?
You'd think not. But here's the thing. Liverpool's walking a tightrope. If they don't lock him down with a new contract soon, they risk losing him for absolutely nothing next summer.
High stakes.
High stakes poker, my friend. And Real Madrid, they're sharks at this game. They know how to play their hand.
And haven't we heard whispers about their tactics already?
Oh, absolutely.
What were they up to even before all this?
Right, before the injury even happened. Some reports suggest they've been in Alexander-Arnold's ear for a while now, through his people, of course, dropping hints, talking about trophies, the whole 9 yards.
It's like watching a long con unfold, but in slow motion. But hold on a second. I just remembered something important. Doesn't La Liga have this, special rule? Something about emergency transfers. Could that be their ace in the hole?
Yeah, you're spot on. La Liga does have this thing called an emergency transfer rule, and it's specifically designed for moments like these. When a team loses a vital player to a long-term injury outside the regular transfer window.
Okay, so walk us through this. What does this rule actually mean? Could this be Real Madrid's golden ticket to get Alexander-Arnold in that white jersey this season?
Well, it's not as simple as just, signing a replacement and calling it a day. There's a process. First things first, Real Madrid, they'd have to officially deregister Carvajal for the rest of the season. Basically, take him off their squad list, the one they submit to La Liga.
Right, so paperwork, bureaucracy, all that fun stuff.
Exactly.
Before they even get to the exciting part, signing someone new. But let's say they do that. Can they just sign anyone they want?
Not so fast. See, the emergency transfer rule, it has this little caveat. It only lets clubs sign free agents. We're talking players who aren't bound to another team, no contract.
Hold on, so that throws a wrench in the whole Alexander-Arnold plan, doesn't it?
It does complicate things, yeah.
Because he's not a free agent.
Exactly.
So much for seeing him in Madrid anytime soon.
It does make things trickier. And even if, hypothetically, Alexander-Arnold was a free agent right now, there's another hurdle. La Liga, they've got this salary cap on these emergency signings. The new player, their salary can't be more than 80% of the injured player's wages.
Oh, wow.
So, depending on what Carvajal's contract looks like and what Alexander-Arnold wants, affordability could be a real sticking point.
This is getting juicy. We've gone from transfer rumors to La Liga rulebooks.
That's a wild ride, isn't it?
It reminds you that sometimes the real drama, it's happening off the pitch.
Absolutely. And this rule, it's not just some abstract thing either. Barcelona, they just used it recently. They signed Wojciech Szczesny after their goalkeeper, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, got injured.
No way, really?
Yep, so there's a precedent.
Wow, that's a perfect example. A rule designed for these crazy situations, and it can really shake up a team's whole strategy. But let's be real, the odds of Alexander-Arnold being a free agent before January, it's like, I don't know, me scoring a hat trick at the Benarbeu.
Slim to none, right?
Geez, right?
Slim, sure, but in the world of football, contracts, negotiations, they can be wild. You never know.
True enough. But even with this La Liga rule up their sleeve, Real Madrid's got a tough hand to play. Do they go all in for Alexander-Arnold now, knowing it'll be a messy, expensive fight? Do they use this rule for a quick fix? Or do they say, you know what, let's trust the squad we have, back our players?
Big decisions, all right? Real Madrid, they're known for their aggressive transfers, but they've also got this history of nurturing their own talent.
For sure. You know what I find fascinating? The position Liverpool's in right now. I mean, they've got one of the biggest clubs in the world circling their star player, like sharks.
It's got to be nerve-wracking.
Right.
Liverpool, they're known for developing some of the best, but they've also lost their fair share of stars to these, well, let's call them Real Madrid-type clubs.
Exactly. And Alexander-Arnold, he's something special. Homegrown hero. Losing him would be a huge blow on the field and for morale. The reports, they're saying Liverpool's already offered him an extension, trying to fend off Real Madrid.
Makes sense. They're not going to let him go without a fight.
No way.
It all boils down to Alexander-Arnold now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What does he want?
Let's put ourselves in his shoes for a second. You're Trent Alexander-Arnold. At this crossroads in your career, what's going through your mind?
Well, there's the allure of Real Madrid. It's Real Madrid, history, Champions League titles, playing at the Benarbeu.
Right.
It's the kind of move that cements a player's legacy globally.
The Galactico effect.
It is
But then
kinda-
there's Liverpool. He's Liverpool through and through. They play this exciting attacking style, perfect for his skills. He's thrived there.
And you can't forget Jurgen Klopp. He's built something special at Liverpool, a winning mentality, a sense of family. Would Alexander-Arnold walk away from that, even for Real Madrid?
It's a tough one. On one hand, a new challenge, a new chapter at one of the biggest clubs in the world. On the other, the comfort, the familiarity of the club you grew up with, the manager who made you who you are, the fans who adore you.
And goes beyond the club, right?
Of course.
It's the style of play, the league, the city, the entire lifestyle. These are all things players think about.
Absolutely. Plus, let's not forget, there's a whole entourage involved. Agents, family, sponsors, everyone's got an opinion, everyone's in his ear. It's high-stakes chess, with Alexander-Arnold's future as the prize.
And the best part is, we get to watch it all unfold. No matter what he decides, one thing's for sure.
What's that?
The right back spot just got a whole lot more interesting, both at the Benarbeu and Anfield. This story's not over yet. I, for one, can't wait to see what happens next.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
So we've got Real Madrid potentially losing a key player, even if it's just on paper for now. And then there's Liverpool maybe sweating a little bit, wondering if they can hang on to their star.
It's a real nail-biter for everyone involved.
And for us fans, too. This is what it's all about, right? The drama, the speculation, the what-ifs.
It's a beautiful game, never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. Well, folks, there you have it. Another deep dive in the books. We've gone from a shocking injury to transfer rumors to the ins and outs of La Liga regulations.
It's been a wild ride.
It has. And the best part is, this story's far from over. We'll be keeping a close eye on how it all unfolds, and you should too. So until next time, keep those football brains switched on.
And your eyes on the prize.
Because anything can happen in this beautiful game. See you later.